A lot has been going on with YouTube lately. Their connection with Google has understandably upset everybody to the highest degree. And I'll be honest, I am part of that demographic. See, for years, going on probably 5 years now, we've been doing this YouTube thing, and my God, if we have tried our best to make a career out of it. I mean, over the years, and even now, we get comments that tell us, wow, you guys deserve so much more. Even comments that range from, wow, you guys are so dedicated. You guys make very little to no views, but you keep doing this. There's obviously a passion there. And there really is. I mean, we wouldn't be doing this every day, daily, if we didn't love doing it. Be it reviews and playthroughs and literally everything we do. We dabble in everything. We do top tens, video reviews, movie reviews, game reviews, playthroughs. And bear in mind, guys, this is not easy to do because there's a lot of technicals that are involved with this. We've had to purchase equipment, which is not cheap equipment. We've had to purchase hop hogs, Elgatos, better televisions to run these new consoles with. We've had to buy these new consoles. We have to buy the new games to get an audience for them. This is just money, 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 money to keep the business going. You gotta spend money to make money. That's how it goes. But then there's companies that want to take that away from you. And apparently that's what YouTube has pretty much gone and done. With their new, because here's the thing, there are people that upload material that isn't theirs. They do violate the guidelines in terms of service. There are people that upload songs. There are people that upload full movies. There are people that upload things that they really have no business uploading, and then they claiming it as theirs, possibly, probably. And so, instead of just tracking those specific individuals down, what YouTube has gone and done, probably in collaboration with Google's new system, because that's what they've been trying to do. They've been trying to shove Google in everybody's faces. Nobody wants it. Nobody likes it. Nobody wants to hear from it. And instead of, like I said, solving the problem at hand by just going after these individuals, they have decided to punish everyone. In a sense, what this means is anybody who has got copyright material, period, whether it be a picture, whether it be a hint of a song, whether it be tiny visuals, maybe like, say for example, my TV back there that you can barely see, God forbid I have a game running or something worth blocking, because that alone will violate their copyright system. See, what happened is they have a robot set up and they've got a new violation of rights terms of service where anything that the whatever it detects deems copyright, they're going to block it. And if you check how it was copyright or what copyright over it, it's going to be a non-sensual company that probably doesn't exist or things of that nature just to make it copyright. We have gotten over 64 of our videos copyrighted, and it's still going because we've done loads of playthroughs. We've done video skits that have music in the background. We're not claiming that stuff as our own. But see, here's the thing. There is a law that protects users like us for being able to do such things. It is a fair use law that allows us to use some of this material without having to go through any consequences of that nature, because we're not using it like all those other people are that are just uploading movies and uploading. Punish those guys. But then, yeah, now everybody is being treated like a criminal, no matter who you are, no matter how well you've done, no matter how much money you have made for this website. No matter how big it has gotten, you're still the little guy that they can just throw out the window, regardless of how big you've made this industry or how much you've expanded it. No matter how big your fan base is or how little your fan base is, you're a criminal in their eyes. And they're not going to fix it. They never do. Over the years, YouTube has gone and uploaded and changed their settings. They've never gone back. They've never helped you. They've never helped the little guy. They don't do anything for you. They're just going to keep doing what they do, tell you that it's better, lie to your face, spit in your face, and then just, you're going to have to find a way to manipulate and go around it and work with it. That's what we've had to do over the years. It's not going to change. YouTube is not going to change their mind. Maybe by some means, because now everybody has gone on overboard, and as they should, explaining how this is affecting their life, their livelihood, their business. I'm affected too. I have been earning revenue off of this sort of thing, but there are people that are bigger, definitely. Like, of course, you got your nerd, you've got your Angry Joe, you've got your nostalgia critic, who have also been doing this on YouTube as well. Now, they are admittedly have a lot more to lose, because guys like them had to quit their day job, had to quit their livelihood that they had set up for themselves in order to make this a successful business. That's what we all are trying to do. The little guy at this point, namely us, had absolutely almost no chance of getting anywhere anyway, because websites like YouTube, which were pretty much everybody's starting point, didn't do any favors for the little guy. You were lucky if you showed up on the search engine. Otherwise, honestly, I swear to God, guys, I don't know how our dedicated fan base that we have ever found us, because I can search on YouTube for any one of our videos and we'll never come up. We're lucky if we reach page 16. That's how bad it is. I don't know how you found us. I'm glad you have, but jeez. Yeah, the little guy, you have no chance. As for you big people, now that you have gone and pretty much seen what us little guys have been having to deal with, aside from having no chance and making very little, now you see how this is affecting you too. Of course, they were already big to begin with, so it really didn't matter much, because they were doing their job. I don't hate on them. I'm not even jealous of them. They found a successful way to go about it, and they made it work, and they deserve it. Whether you like it or not, it happens, and they did a good job at what they did. So now it affects them greatly, because they have a whole lot to lose. Now that they can lose their livelihood, and yeah, so much is at stake. They could lose their home, they could lose, because this is how they make money. This is how they make their living. If they don't have another job to fall back on, or anything, or any college education degrees to find another way of living, then yeah, they're in trouble. So if there is any chance of turning this around, we're going to have to join certain... there have been some... I'm having a mental block right now, but there are places or like internet things that are going on to see if they can try to help turn this around, and we all need help, because this is affecting everybody. It's affecting you, it's affecting us, and it's affecting the big wigs out there who definitely have a lot more to lose than we do. And it's not going to stop there, because let's face it, it's all about money. These guys don't care about you. They never have. Man, it's been hard. It always has been. Like, if anything, what it eventually is going to come down to is we might have to find a new website. There's probably going to have to be a new kind of YouTube that is set up specifically for gamers or something, because as it stands, and if YouTube doesn't change their mind, and from the history that I've been on YouTube, they never do. We've always had to try to learn how these new updates work. We've always had to try to get around it and figure it out and just try to work with it. And over time, we eventually do adapt to it, but this seems to be the final straw, the final one that people are just, okay, you've gone too far. You're stealing essentially our money. Like, all the hard work that we do in our videos, regardless of it being about a video game, or there being a video game or anything copyrighted running in the background, now can be claimed by somebody else, and they can say that your hard work belongs to them. Of course it's not right. They have no right to do that. They have no right to take your hard work and claim it as their own when it's not. And more often than not, the companies that are involved in these copyright restrictions don't have a problem with it. But it's usually not their fault. It's YouTube's new system that will pretty much label it as such. So if it doesn't get resolved, I hope it does, but I wouldn't hold my breath. There just might have to be a new website developed for gamers to migrate to and essentially almost start over. Because if this grows, if YouTube's new way grows, then it will only be a matter of time before all of our hard work is gone. So, I'm not saying give up, but I am saying think about what your next big step is. Think about what you should do next. Because we definitely can't just sit idly by and say, oh, the problem will solve itself. That's not how things get done. That's not how changes are made. So I strongly urge everybody out there who is watching this and you care about your career on YouTube, you care about all the work you've put into your videos, you may want to have a backup of all of that hard work. So yeah, you might want to take your videos that, if they're not already taken down, take the videos that you have and find a way to download them from YouTube at the highest quality, because if they delete those videos and you don't have a backup, you're pretty much done, because they're going to botch your video, whether it be to block it in countries, whether it be to take it down altogether, or in my case, they've actually managed to mute some of my audio out of my video entirely, which has killed the video altogether, because now you can't hear anything. Yeah, what right do they have to do this? That's terrible. So, yeah, collect your hard work, back it up as a backup plan, or just in general, it's always good to have that stuff backed up and ready to go, because as it stands, that's what we might have to do. And these copyrights have been really hard to work against, because we have tried for a long time to get networking for our work, because obviously you know that we have a passion for what we do. We've been trying to get places. We've been trying to partner up with other places. Like Blip TV have denied us because of all of these copyright claims. We've been denied by so many places because of all these copyrights that are not our fault and is under fair use. We have been following the law perfectly. We have not done anything wrong. We don't upload movies. We don't pirate. We don't do all of those bad things that those people... You should be... YouTube. What the fuck? YouTube. Oh my god. You know, I am really upset about this, but the thing is, I'm not the kind of person that usually gets overly hyped or freaks out on the camera. I usually have to approach things with a calm and, you know how it is. But that doesn't mean I'm not feeling it. Because I'm not screaming or crying on camera doesn't mean that I don't understand or feel the intensity behind what's going on. Because believe you me, it is affecting my livelihood as well. Because I've poured my all into this. I have given up so much for this life I've been trying to build for myself. And for those of you who say that we sure are dedicated, you better believe it. You better believe we are dedicated, because I have gone and put far too much work and money into this to turn back. There's no going back for me. So in a sense, you could say I do have a lot to lose as well. Because like them, I don't have anything else to fall back on, really. I mean, I'm sure a lot of us, whether it be Joe or the Nerd or Spoonie, will probably find a way. But this is where most of us have put our hard work and our money to try to make this business flourish for us. Because if I could do this for my livelihood, better believe it again, I would love to do this. I would love to entertain you guys. I love doing the video game reviews for you guys. I mean, to see you guys comment and be entertained through our work, my work, even Gene's work, all of the contributions that he does, and he puts the effort to help out and do what he does. It's great. I mean, we love doing it. But then, now that we're finding ourselves in a jeopardy, it's a scary situation. Because I wouldn't really know how to where to go from this. So, all in all, we just really have to think about what our next move is. Is there going to be a way to stop YouTube from doing this or go back on it? Or is it, like I said, are we going to have to migrate to a brand new website and essentially start over from there and earn our revenue there? Because it's a tough spot. And basically, if you're one of us, you really don't matter to them. I mean, if you don't belong part of that big company, those big heavy coats that are throwing out that money, then you're nothing to these guys, because YouTube's got deep pockets and they can't wait to fill them. So, honestly, guys, that's my 2 cents. It's a terrible thing. Back up all of your work now, if possible, because it just might not be there later. Regardless if it's 5 seconds or 2 seconds of an audio clip in your video. Hell, see the Superman shirt that I'm wearing? I wouldn't be surprised if Warner Brothers or YouTube flagged this video because I'm wearing a Superman shirt that Warner Brothers might copyright me for. That's how bad it's gotten. I kid you not. It's gotten that bad. You cannot have interviews going on in the background with video game footage. It has gotten so out of control, guys. So, back up all of your work. Get it all set. Because you just never know. It might not be there tomorrow. It might not be there later today. So, just be ready. That's pretty much all I have to say. So, YouTube, you goofed. Big time. You are ruining a really good thing here for everybody. Little businesses that are trying to get up off the ground. I know so many people on YouTube that are trying to thrive with their channels, and they deserve so much more. But because YouTube has never gone out of their way to help anybody, YouTube obviously has played favorites. I mean, if there's already successful people on YouTube, and you know who they are, again, not angry that they made it work. Whether you like those YouTubers or not, they found a way to make it work. You can't blame them. But YouTube has not gone out of their way to show support for anybody else. They're always trying to just show favorite for those guys. But now we see that those favorites that they used to favor no longer matter to them. Now it's all up in the air. They can get flagged, they can get copyrighted because bigger companies are willing to pay them to do so or so. I don't know how it goes, but yeah, now the people that used to play favorite for are now no longer getting that treatment. So it's bad for everybody. All in all, we'll see where this goes. You'll definitely hear from me again about it on my thoughts. What a world we live in, huh? I honestly hope everybody gets to keep their livelihood. I wouldn't want Angry Joe, the nerd, nostalgia critic, and all of those other guys to lose their jobs over this. I mean, that'd be terrible. That'd be horrible. I mean, could you imagine, like, those guys just now having no job, having no income? I mean, for me, it's basically the same thing, but who am I kidding? I'm not, no matter how much time and hard work I've put into this, or any of us, the fact that we came in late and started at such small fries, the chances of us ever having achieved that popularity or getting that big at this point was basically only a dream, because without YouTube doing any favors or showing any support for up and coming reviewers or critics, it just wasn't going to happen. So now it's where to go from here. We just got to keep doing our thing, keep fighting the good fight, keep doing what we love. I'm not going to stop. I'm never going to stop. As long as I can still make something out of this, as long as I can still find a way to entertain people, be it somehow, some way, even if I have to just sit here and do it like this without anything in the background to get flagged or copyrighted for, I'll find a way, and you should too. Fight the good fight, and we'll see if we can come out of this. You've been watching the Brotherhood of Gaming. William Morris out.